We've offered this class every year since the beginning of
Yes,
OLLI,
yeah.
actually, with a different lineup of filmmakers and films every time. I believe I've repeated one filmmaker in all these years, which should say to you that there's only 3 places in the country where we could actually do this kind of class, where you have enough documentary filmmakers to draw on a population where you have new filmmakers. I don't mean first-time filmmakers, I mean a depth and breadth of the field. And that would be New York, here, and I have to say Los Angeles. So what we'll do each week is we will look at a new or recent film, could be an hour, could be a half hour, could be a little over an hour. Generally we'll take a break, well, we'll always take a break, and then the filmmaker will join me here and we'll have an interview / conversation. And I think of this class as a class about process, not product. My goal is that you hear how 6 people do their jobs, how they view their jobs, how they communicate with editors, how they communicate with a composer, how they determine who their audience is, and how early in the process they do that, and therefore how that dictates not only the fundraising and distribution, but the filmmaking itself. Obviously, the world is changing. The screens we view films on is altogether different. I suspect when the Oscar nominations come out, you will recognize not all 5 of the documentary nominees, but more of the documentary nominees than you will recognize of the foreign language nominees. That's the way distribution is changing. The mix of filmmakers, as always, is men and women, beginning career, mid-career, late career. What I would like to emphasize is that I encourage you to view the class as an opportunity not to see the filmmakers as an expert on the subject of their film, but rather to take the opportunity, since they are here, to challenge them on the choices they made, because there are any number of ways to tell a story, any number of ways to make a film. And all those choices are what go into and what determine the final film. Obviously, there's also a lot I can never predict. I know that some of you will certainly come away with an appreciation for the persistence and determination of independent documentary filmmakers. But I also think of the filmmaker who described receiving a grant in response to a proposal for a film that was not quite the film she ended up making, just because that's the nature of things, is the film evolved. And I just don't know what unpredictable things people will say in this class. So I look forward to you joining me at the Bay Area Documentary Filmmakers. Thank you so much.
Michael, thank you.